Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're watching
Dante's
Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So first things first, of course, congratulations to Conor McGregor. He obliterated and dominated the former lightweight champion Eddie Alvarez to make history, winning 2 belts or holding 2 belts at the same time in the UFC. It was a very impressive, dominant performance. You know, I find it very ironic that fans often compare Conor McGregor to Floyd Mayweather. But when you watch Conor McGregor perform, you can clearly see that he's been inspired by fighters like Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr. You see how he put his hands behind his back like Roy Jones, which is obviously a Roy Jones move that he made very famous. Conor McGregor is a very rhythmic, soulful fighter, if we can put it that way. Fighters like Eddie Alvarez, they're not going to ever have a chance against a fighter like Conor McGregor, because you could see in the first round that Eddie, he did not have the rhythm, the speed, and coordination to compete with Conor McGregor. That's what it's going to take to really give Conor McGregor a real challenge. It's going to take someone with rhythm, coordination, and a strong wrestling background, with, of course, a touch of jiu-jitsu. But to basically recap and go over what took place in those first 2 rounds, or the only 2 rounds of the fight, once again, I have to reiterate, Conor McGregor, he looked like the Floyd Mayweather version of the UFC. And I know that people have already been saying that, but you know, you have to really reinforce that notion when you see what Conor McGregor did tonight. Not only is he inspired, Conor that is, not only is he inspired by Floyd Mayweather inside of the ring, but he's also inspired by Floyd Mayweather outside of the ring as well. I mean, what song did Conor McGregor play as he was walking into the octagon? I Get Money by 50 Cent. We all know that Conor, he talks a lot of shit and he backs it up just like Floyd Mayweather does. He's now winning championship belts in multiple weight classes like Floyd Mayweather did. He's taking pictures of him with stacks of money when he talks, when he promotes fights. Half of the stuff he's talking about when he's promoting a fight is money. Even when he's trying to clown his opponent, he's talking about money as opposed to just talking about his opponent directly. So there's no doubt about it. He's the Floyd Mayweather of the UFC. That's what he wants to be, at least. And that's not a bad thing at all, because it's working for him. The fans, they love him over there in the UFC. So, you know, him trying to be Floyd Mayweather, it is definitely working for him. He is a very talented fighter. I was very, very impressed with his performance. Once again, going back to the similarities and the parallels of a Floyd Mayweather or a Roy Jones Jr., when you watch how this fight played out, notice how Conor McGregor was so relaxed and he was able to just pot shot Eddie Alvarez the entire night with that left hand. It was surprising that Conor McGregor, he moved up in weight and he looked bigger than Eddie Alvarez as well. And you know, Conor is really a student of the game, because just like he said before the fight and after the fight, he said, you know, in order for you to compete with me, you're going to have some type of reach, you know, some type of height. You're gonna have to have some additional attributes. You come in there, my height, my size, and I'm gonna, you know, basically box circles around you. And I'm paraphrasing because that's pretty much what he did. He boxed circles around Eddie Alvarez and then knocked him out. I mean, he made Eddie Alvarez look like a flat-footed Antonio Margarito. He made him look like a Brandon Rios or something, while he was looking all flashy, looking like, once again, like Roy Jones or Floyd Mayweather. Now, of course, we already know the racist fans, they're going to hate that comparison because they hate when you compare someone like Conor McGregor, who's not black, comparing him to a black fighter. They hate that. But they could cry all they want, because over here on this channel, you're going to get the whole damn truth, regardless if you're ready for the truth or not. So, you know, once again, very, very impressive performance. I look forward to seeing what type of challenges will be out there for Conor McGregor in the near future. There aren't too many fighters out there that have that type of style that would really, really give Conor McGregor a run for his money, at least not right now. But there's new fighters popping up every day in the UFC. Eddie Alvarez, he said right before the fight, he was comparing himself to Nate Diaz. And he was like, you know, people tried to build up Nate Diaz like he was a monster. But Eddie said, but the truth and the reality is, Nate Diaz, you know, he wins half his fights and he loses half his fights. It's ironic he would say that, and he would get blown out of the water quicker than Nate Diaz did. In fact, while Diaz was Conor McGregor's toughest 2 fights, Alvarez turned out to be one of Conor McGregor's easiest fights. So once again, that's my thoughts on this fight. I was very, very impressed with Conor McGregor. He is a very exciting fighter to watch. And we'll see what happens in the future. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.